I didn't watch that.
I started the first. No, I just started the first.
Okay.
Of the show.
It's pretty windy, so this is probably gonna be pretty loud. But
Just literally went to her.
we have some guests today that are gonna be like kind of in your picture and kind of not. We're outside. We're gonna run sprints today. We're gonna do our warm up and then we'll get moving. So that's it. Hop up. We're gonna jog. See where that dude is with the dog? We're gonna jog down and back. So if you don't have like room to run, then just jog in place until I get back here. That's it, right? Okay, so like I said, if you do not have space to run, just do this in place. All right, this telephone pole, we're just gonna skip down and back. All right, so if you don't have a place to run, just boom, 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 just like that. Okay, this is gonna be a new one for you guys. After I play my music. Alright, so skip, but only on one side. Right? So all you're gonna do is keep that same side. Alright, back here, you can go rotational lunge. So reverse lunge, rotate to that front leg side. Alright. So we go.
Feel the lap
little step, and reach. All right, if you want to balance, you can. If you want to step, step, but don't put that pressure on the front leg. It's just like a tap. So that front leg can move. It's here where you're kind of turning everything on to stop everything. That back leg should be bent just a little bit. You can switch sides. Pay attention, make sure your back foot stays forward and doesn't start turning out like that. Now step back, swing through. All right, so switch sides. All right, we're gonna go right foot cross over the left foot. So it's here, and I'm gonna bring my arms with me. All right, so it'll look like this. But again, make sure you're controlling it so there isn't that massive torque on that left knee. We should try to dissipate the torque through that left hip as well. And let's go left over right. Good. What we got left? Basketball ability. Push up position. That's good. One hand over. So like a T push up without the push up. Like this. Alright, wider with the feet. We're gonna dip through here. Open up. Dip through. Open up. Need to switch sides, go ahead and switch sides. You can stay here for a couple more. Now switch sides or switch back if you need to. Broken. Two more. Okay, hop up. We got butt kicks down and back. If you don't have room, stay in place till we get back. Right here. And all right, so that's it. If you need a drink, get a drink. and then I'll explain how we're gonna do this here. All right, so 4 exercises. One of them is a sprint, and then 3 other exercises. So the way it's gonna work, you're gonna do a set of 10 of each of the exercises, and then about a 70%. So it's, think of half speed, and then just increase that a little bit. So a 70% effort down, jog back. Right? So down to the first place we ran to, right? So 70% effort. That doesn't mean by the time you're halfway there, you should be dead. What that means is you can do the full length of the sprint, right? And still have plenty of energy left. So it's not a jog, but it's faster than a jog. Right? It's faster than a jog, but it's still not gonna make you so exhausted where you wanna walk back. Right? Get it? Once you're done with that and we jog back, we start over. So the 3 exercises are walkout push-up. All right, so it's gonna be a little rough because, so walkout push-up, we all know, boom, here, do your push-up, walk back. I'd like you to go all the way up overhead, right? So you know you're starting over, right? So 10 of those. Then 10 lunge jumps aside, right? Then 10 crossing lunges aside. Then you go and you run, you jog back, we start it over again, right? This is gonna be rough, and you won't think it's gonna be rough, but because you're doing that lunge jump into that crossing lunge, we're basically telling our glutes, you got a lot of work to do today. So that 70% sprint is gonna take its toll after a while. Oh, yes, sorry. If you don't have space, if you're not outside, if you're still at your house, your run is 15 star jumps instead, all right? So your run is 15 star jumps, all right? Other than that, when you get back, you don't immediately have to start. If you need more rest, rest, right? But that's what the jog back is for, is to take some time to like get your heart rate a little slow so you can go back again, right? So we're gonna look to do 6 rounds of this, 5 to 6 rounds of this. What I want to do is after every other sprint, go backwards, right? So the first sprint, we're gonna run like this. The second round, I want you to run like this, right? If you don't want to run backwards, you don't have to run backwards. But I want to give you that option because it is definitely a different pull on the muscles. If you decide to run backwards, let's not mistake this. Someone's probably gonna fall or trip. Someone's probably gonna land on their butt, which is to be expected, right? So, those of you guys who don't have room, 15 star jumps if you want to add. So we'll go 15 star jumps and then 5 glute bridges right after that. And I think that would be sufficient for our sprint. All right. Other than that, let's get started. All right. So walkout, push up, lunge jump, crossing lunge, run. If you want to be a little bit more meticulous about this, pay attention to which hand you put on the ground first, because I guarantee you it's going to be the same hand every time. All right, so now that you know that, put the other hand on the ground first. I have no idea what number I'm on. more and then I run. Or sorry, then I lunge jump. You're already feeling like that sprint's gonna be a problem, maybe don't jump on your reverse lunge. All right, because the idea is to pre-exhaust a little bit, but not decimate. All right, so if you look at that sprint coming, and it seems like 70% is now going to be about 45, maybe you need to regress that lunge jump a little bit. I think that's my last one. And now we go. There's one. A little rough, huh?
I'm not gonna jump. Words.
What?
I'm not jumping.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't listen to me. There was forewarning for today,
There was.
right? Because Friday, I mentioned something about how the last couple days have not been like super crazy. And I said, so really what that means is we're pretty due for a crazy one. And I go, not Saturday, because Rebecca's teaching. I go, but it might be Sunday or Monday where your ass gets whooped. And that's today. All right, I'm getting a drink and then I'm going again. Huh?
Is it with the way I've been eating? I need it.
I'm around. Open door. Got to. Remember, if you want to, do that next sprint backwards. Let's make the sprint like a little bit more meaningful. The second pull. Right? Don't go all the way down. Right? So you can get that 70% where you don't want to slow down. Remember, if you can't get your hands flat, either widen your stance or bend your legs. Okay. I can bend my legs, say I can't get my hands flat here. I'm gonna bend my legs and then immediately try to straighten them out. come back. Right? So I only bend my legs where I need to. Vertical shin on that front side in the crossing lunge. All right, so that might mean you can't cross behind as much as you'd like. More each way for me. Good? I'm gonna run it. Test 2. All right, round 3, we're going back to forward run. Huh? Still the pull. Yeah, we're just doing the pull every time. Round 3. Yeah. Now, if you need more rest, take more rest. Right? You already know what you're doing. Wow. And again, this might be a position where it's a lot of push-ups, right? So you may have to change your walkout push-up to an elevated push-up, where you kind of walk down the wall to a push-up position for you. Or maybe you don't do the push-up. Maybe it's just walk out, walk back, right? But arms overhead every time. Use the front leg to lower yourself, not the back leg. All right, so slow yourself down through whatever that front leg is. That back leg barely has any pressure on the ground. One for me. Yeah. I don't know if you felt that, but you gotta realize that what we're doing is going to deteriorate your legs. You probably, at this point, felt your legs super heavy on the sprint. Yes? Right. So put that into the variable in terms of, are you going to do 6 or not, right? Because at a certain point, your body just doesn't want to do it anymore, right? I would like us to avoid that feeling, right? I want it to be a healthy, like, oh man, my legs are in mud right now. But at the same time, I don't want you to push and feel super tight, right? To where it's like, I can't move my legs when I do my sprint, right? So gauge that in. Maybe you only do, I don't know, 4, right? Maybe that was your last one. I have no idea, right? But I want you to understand how you feel and how that weighs in on what you're going to do, the volume of what you're going to do. So if you feel like your legs are still just mush right now, take yourself another minute and then reassess. If you, after that minute, you're like, okay, this is not good, maybe you do half of the reps. Maybe you go at 60%, or maybe you're done, right? So put all that together in your equation. maybe it's this, right? Understand where you're at. Those of you with trackers, right now is probably a good time to check out your heart rate. Because if it's super, super high, and during this rest, it doesn't come back down, maybe you ain't ready. Maybe you ain't ready for that.
What does yours say? What does yours say?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to it when I
Just wondering.
on. $130. I got about 30 more seconds. Garbage. Alright, so after this one, for me, I'm gonna assess how I feel because my legs are getting tight. I'll do my I'll do my sprint. Alright, I'll reassess how my legs feel. And that might be it. Who knows? Alright? Because again, you can't look at it as just a sprint you're doing, because you're doing basically two pretty significant leg exercises right before it. So that volume, right, the compound effect of all of that, or the compound effect, no, compound effect of all of those exercises right in a row is significant, right? So, okay, here we go. in 2 minutes, I'll decide if I got 6 in me. I'm not gonna decide now. If I decide now, I'll quit. Alright, so when I get adequate rest, that's when I'm gonna figure it out. Now, if you've done 6, like Alex has, slow down your movements. Alright? Maybe slow down your push-up. Maybe slow down that crossing lunge. Right? Obviously, you don't want to slow down your lunge jump. Jump higher. Right? If you're at 6 and you're still going, you didn't put enough volume on yourself. Right? So that means I bet your lunge jumps were not as good at lunge jumps as you could do. Right? I bet your push-ups weren't as slow as you could do them. I would assume that you're skating through that crossing lunge. So instead of really slowing down and decelerating through that front leg, right, you're probably doing this, right? Which gives us our movement, sure, but doesn't give you the stimulus of what we're trying to do with the movement, right? So if you're still going and you're at 6 and you're at 7 and you're at 8, slow down, push-ups, slow down crossing lunge. Jump higher in your lunge jump. If you can go that much, maybe it's 75-80% on your sprint. All right, so understand where you are.
How many did you say? 6 or
And it doesn't matter anyway, cause we're here tonight.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Let's try it again. All right, I think I got one more, just because this last one is backwards.
More.
So, just remember to me. $128, we're good. Drink and then we go.
That heart rate.
Give me that be a man. Don't walk into your push-up. When you get out to a push-up position, stop and then do your push-up and then walk back. So don't turn that into one move. Turn it into a walkout, a push-up, a walk back. And if you're paying attention to me at all, you'll understand that faster does not mean better. Better means better. Faster just means faster. It didn't mean an increase in quality or an increase in Get your ribs away from your thighs. That is a big dog.
Oh, yeah.
Made perceptually more big by its head.
Yeah. just means keep your head.
What?
My sprint's definitely 70.
It's 70.
Of what I
It's just
have.
your 70
My
is
100.
much lower now.
Right. 70's lower.
Backwards.
Not 50.
The big thing you're banking on is that people are willing to do it by themselves. They're
true.
not.
Or not at the level.
Right? And they're
Not
like
at the level.
you can put Zoom up there.
Yeah.
You can do all those things where I can see you on video, but so many things can go wrong there, right? You could put the camera in the wrong place, so anytime you go down here, I can't see you. Anytime you go side to side, like who has a fitness studio in their house to where you're going to set up a camera where I can see you at any point in your workout? You know, so that in itself is going to negate a lot of the effectiveness of it.
No, I
Right?
can't do it.
And then if you don't have a camera, it negates a whole lot more because you sub in exercises, you,
Yeah.
you
Or do
don't
it-
do other
Or
exercises.
like don't go to the floor on push-ups or
Yeah,
something
yep.
to change when you're on your own.
Yeah, and I'm like, people can pretend.
Or squeeze things.
It's just like when someone comes to me and they say, I know what to do. I know what to do. Well, then, no, you don't, because you're not doing it.
Yeah.
If you know what to do and you're not doing it, you don't know what to do.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
You
Like
think you know.
you think you know what
But
to
you're
do,
not.
but obviously you don't, or otherwise you'd be doing
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get that you have a perception of what the right thing is to do. But if you have that perception, you have to go another level. Well, are you doing that right thing? No? Well, then you don't know what to do because you don't know how to do the right thing. So you don't know what to do.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Or you
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
I'm like, it's giving the consumer a big if.
And why wouldn't you have been doing it before?
Right.
If not.
All right,
living at
that's
home?
the-
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Stretch it out. Moses says hello.
Hi.
I don't think I'm going to meet in the park again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But stretch it out where you feel like the need. You might want to get a pigeon in or a figure four because we basically just kind of trashed your glutes. Right? Because sprinting will do that. I would, if you have the time, I would massage your lower legs and your feet. So if you have a percussion instrument, if you have a tennis ball or golf ball or anything, massage the feet, the calves, hip flexors as well, because you're going to realize tomorrow you're going to wake up and everything from here down is going to feel really like tight and wound up. All right? So to alleviate some of that stuff, stretch, roll more, massage, all that stuff. So I'm a hip hinge myself. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I would say today was a good day in terms of actually doing the workout. Not that, because I bet they couldn't hear half of what I said. Big 4 other side pigeon, stretch, lay on the floor, do that. Yep. Thanks for playing.